Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a tutorial on this eye look right here. I wore this in a video that will be up before this one. I don't remember which video it was, but I really liked how it looked. So I thought I would do a tutorial, and I had I have a matching lipstick to the orange, so I just think it's a really fun look. So yeah, if you want to see how I got just the eyes, we're just doing the eyes. I did the skin off camera. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this eye look, then just keep on watching. So I tried doing it as close as I can. This eye is already primed. I used my MAC paint pot. I need to curl these lashes again, but we're gonna try and make this eye look like this eye. I'll show you how I did it. And yeah, we're gonna get going. So we're using the Smoke Show palette. I don't know if this is what they still call it. I got this pretty early. I don't know if this is the renamed one or not. It's the gray palette from ColourPop, whatever it's called now. And we're gonna go in with Slated, which is this one right here. I'm gonna use Slated, and then I'm gonna blend it out with a little bit of Stone Face, and then I'm gonna go back in with Ignite. So if I forget to hold it up, that's what I'm using. I'm using my Sigma E25. You all know this is one of my favorite brushes. If you've been watching my videos, I have two of them. I don't have a ton of Sigma brushes because they're pricey, but the ones that I do have, I really, really like. Like if I could afford to have all Sigma brushes, I would, because I really, really like them. I have a lot of Morphe because they're inexpensive. When I was building my brush collection, that's the only reason I have. And I don't think Morphe brushes are bad, but they wouldn't necessarily, if I had the money, I would definitely go with Sigma, but they're pricey. So we'll go in with Stone Face, which is the lightest gray, just to blend out the edge. I think when I did this look initially, I did Stone Face in the crease, and it's so light that it's not a necessary step for me, at least. So we're just gonna use it to blend it out. And then Ignite is a little bit, I wouldn't say it's lighter than Slated, but it's a different tone of gray. So it adds a little bit of depth to the crease on me. And then I'm just color switching in between using the same brush. I'm pretty lazy with brushes. I won't use a ton unless I'm doing some sort of like costumey theatrical makeup. And even then, I think like when I did my Sugar Skull video last year, I only used like 2 or 3 brushes. Mainly because when I'm getting ready in the morning, I don't have the time to sit here and fiddle around with like 10 different brushes. I have a bunch, but generally day to day, I don't use that many. So I just put Slated, which was that first grade, just on the lid. Still clean, same brush. Let's Do It is the black in the palette, and I'm just gonna take a little bit. This definitely is not a bad black at all. I went in once. I kind of go at an angle. I'll put it in the crease and kind of go up almost diagonally up the outer corner. And it looks like this side is lighter. I guarantee you it's not. The way my lights are hitting it always washes this eye out. I could have taken off some of the black, but I will sit here and like fiddle thinking that this eye is lighter than the other eye, and it, like I said, generally it's an optical illusion, because I'll go in the bathroom after I'm done filming and it's like, oh, and then I gotta go back. I did tap a tiny bit more just because I blended out the edges, so I may have taken some off, but a lot of times when it looks like this eye is lighter, I'll tap a little bit more. My liner is set just in case, because I did go in and blend out the edge. But yeah, it's a lot of times it's an optical illusion. Okay, so we're gonna go in. I didn't use a very good brush. This is just kind of a flat-ish Young Love. I swear these pans are like on the verge of falling out of this palette. This is one the other day that was like, it's like lifting, because if I hold it like this, I can like push it down. I've heard that these plastic ones, I think I talked about this before, are magnetic. So if you can get underneath them, you can like pop them out. But I swear, like if they're not, like that white one's on the verge. Every time I open this palette, it's like ready to fall out. So I took the white, and then I'm just gonna go into my little 3 shadow balm palette and use the light shade on just a bigger pencil brush, and I'm just gonna run that. This is my go-to brow bone highlight. If I need, like, this has a matte white and I like a little bit of a shimmer, but this is such a good little palette. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the NYX primer on the M170-2, this little flat Morphe brush. This is always what I use for this. It's good for putting the primer on because it's flat and it's a little bit longer, but it's also narrow. It's not like a wider flat brush. I do have a couple, but I like that this is a little bit narrow. And I have a towel hanging next to me. I'm just wiping off the primer, and we're gonna go in with Starstruck, which is the light silver. And then Smoking is gonna go in between like the silver and the, where we start to get into the black. And it's just gonna go where my eye starts to bend. I have hooded eyes, so I'm not taking it, like if I were to open normal eyelid, you would go back a little bit farther. I don't, because my eyes are hooded and it will transfer. And this also creates the illusion of a cut crease without actually, because it's right there. My faux cut crease. Okay, clean that brush off and go in with Smoking, which is it's like almost like a gunmetal shade, and we're just gonna tap that on the edge. And I'm dragging the light into the dark and dragging the dark down a little bit and then tapping. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit more of the black, just a dab. We're gonna dab it right there. And my nose is running. It wouldn't be one of my videos if my nose didn't run at least one time. Okay, and then for the lower lash line, it's pretty easy. We're gonna take Full Metal, and then I'm gonna take, I'm gonna take Smoking and then a little bit of Full Metal underneath it to blend it out. I forgot what I did here. I'm like, wait a minute. Full Metal is lighter, so Smoking again is that like darker, like almost gunmetal-y color. I know I'm doing like double shimmer. I like shimmer on the lower lash line and I like shimmer on my lid, so I just like shimmer. So I tend to do a glittery, like both bottom and top. And then a little bit of Full Metal, and I'm just gonna take it right underneath to kind of help blend that out just a little bit. This is a Jessup brush. I got this set on Amazon. They're really, really cheap. It's like $24 for like 20 brushes or something. And they're good. I wouldn't mind getting another set of these at some point. Okay, so then I think that's it, unless I need to come back into the black. No, yeah, I did my brow bone. Sometimes I forget to do the brow bone. It's happened. I've like sat down to film and realized I didn't put any. And then one day I went to work and I realized I didn't put any eyeshadow on my lower lash at all. None. No mascara, no eyeshadow, nothing. That happened one day. So for the orange, we're in the Escape Pod palette from Kaleidos, and it's Tango. That same little flat brush. I made sure to clean it off. These shades are very, very soft, so you don't need And that is why I didn't bring the silver down very far. I didn't explain that when I was doing it. I just kind of stopped right on the edge of where the corner starts because I knew I was gonna go in with the orange. And there is a little bit of fallout, so I took a fluffy brush. These shadows are pigmented, so if you go in with your finger, you're gonna have orange smeared. That happened when I did this look the first time. And then from Jawbreaker, I will apologize to you now that I'm using this, but Orange Juice is a shimmery orange, and I'm just using just a little bit, and I'm just tapping it right on top just so that this doesn't look matte. I was gonna leave it matte, and I thought that it looked weird because everything else is so shimmery. So that's a good like shimmery orange. I don't have a lot of shimmery oranges, so that's what I grabbed. So I'm gonna put liner on and mascara. I'm gonna try and curl this side again. I'll put my lips on and I'll show you the final look. So for mascara, for liner, this is the Alexandra liquid liner. This is a really good felt liner. I don't have a drugstore liner that works really well, so I don't know what it is. Alexandra is a little more of a pricier brand, but this is a decent, it's chubby, but I was able to do a wing with it. It's a decent formula. Mascara is the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and then the lip is Sugar Pills Detox. I love their bullet lipsticks. It's a matte. I make sure I put some chapstick on when I start doing my like skincare and stuff, kind of let it soak in, because otherwise this will like tug, because it is a matte formula, but it's a pretty like hot orange, and they do have the shade on sale quite frequently. I guess not everybody wants a hot orange. I got it to wear with looks like this in the fall. I like a good orange lipstick in the fall, so I do get comments all the time that some of these more like bold colors, oh, they look so good on you, I could never pull that off. The only person that doesn't think that you can pull it off is you. If you put it on, you're pulling it off. Nobody out in the world is thinking, oh, that doesn't quite, like everybody assume, like just takes a second, like doesn't take a second glance and just, so you have to just be brave, put it on and just rock it, because the only person that is thinking that it looks stupid on you is you. So once you can get past that, it's funny. I will wear a color like this, or like a vampy purple, or a blue, or a green before I will do a red. Reds, I just don't think real, like true reds look good on me. It's hard to find the right shade of red. And if I do wear red, it's like a super vampy blood red, but I don't know. I'm uncomfortable in red, so I get that. So, but I will go out with a color like this because I bought this to wear in the fall. So if you can explain that logic to me. But yeah, this is the finished look. I really, really like it. So I figured I would do a tutorial on it. I think it's fun. I just didn't put any lashes on. The lashes that I had on in that video were super big, and obviously I didn't know they were gonna be that big until I stuck them on. And at that point, we were past the point of no return. I do need to try and curl my eyelashes again. They're being difficult, but yeah, thank you guys so much. Let me know what you thought of this. Like, this is a good example of doing a pop of color, because you don't have to do orange. You could do green, you could do blue, red, you know, pink. This is very similar to what I did in my goth to normal to goth transformation. It was pretty much this eye with pink. So this color in the corner is completely interchangeable depending on your preference. And I have this lipstick and I just thought it looked really cool together. Maybe in the fall, if we're not having to wear masks, I will actually wear this lipstick. If not, I'll be saving it till next year. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe before you leave. Give me some eye look ideas, eye color combinations, something that you guys would like to see, and I will definitely work out my interpretation and do those looks for you. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Stay safe, and hopefully I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, everybody.